What up? Welcome back to another video. So today's video, it's all about self-love and developing self-worth. Let's get into it. So this video was actually inspired by my good friend Daniel. You guys seen him on the channel before, but he had a Facebook post, said something along the lines of sometimes it's hard to love yourself, or it's tough loving yourself, something like that. So I figured that'd be a great video, a great topic to touch on. So let's get into it. So it's 5:30 in the morning, it's cold as fuck outside, it's raining, and I'm sitting in the parking lot of the gym about to do a pool day. Why? Because the first step into self-love is keeping the promises you make to yourself and building that daily discipline, man. Let's go. So I just finished up with the gym, just dropped the girls off at school, and now we'll get into tip number 2. So tip number 2 is just doing some sort of extensive exercise, whether that's going to the gym, running, hiking, whatever you do, man, just push your abilities, because you got to challenge yourself every day, and that's tip number 2. So now I'm going to go home, clean up the house. The girls had a friend over last night, made a mess, dude. My place is thrashed, and then we'll get into tip number 3. So we just got the house all cleaned up. It's looking way better than it did. But on to tip number 3. So tip number 3 is really important, and honestly they all are. If you want real self-love, you got to do all this shit. So tip number 3. So stop doing shit that you feel guilty for, man. You hurt somebody, you lied to somebody, did some negative shit to somebody, you know, feeling guilty about it, stop doing that. I mean, you shouldn't be doing that shit anyways, but if you're feeling guilty for it, there's a reason, man. You slipped up on the gym, you ate some junk food, missed a workout, whatever it is, broke a promise you made yourself, feeling guilty for it, stop doing it. This shit's super crucial if you want real self-love, man. How are you going to build self-love if you're breaking the promises you make to yourself, breaking the commitments, doing fucked up shit, having negative energy, negative vibes? You're going to carry that guilt with you, man, and it's going to affect you. So knock that shit off. We'll get into tip number 4, but first, I'm going to take a shower and go get a haircut. So I just got done getting my haircut, man. Feeling good. I think they did a pretty good job, man. What do you guys think? But anyways, it goes hand in hand with tip number 4. Take care of yourself. Stay up on your hygiene. Eat a clean diet. Treat yourself extra good, man. Wear clean clothes. Dress good. You know, especially if you're going through some sort of funk and you're trying to build that self-love, that self-worth, do not let yourself go, man. Especially if you're in a depression, don't do it. You're just going to look in the mirror, you're going to feel worse, you're going to look like shit. It's just going to make it worse, man. Treat yourself extra good, stay up on your hygiene, man. That's tip number 4. And I'm going to jump right into tip number 5 and then go do some grocery shopping. But tip number 5, man, get in the habit of giving your best in everything you do, putting your best foot forward. no matter what it is, what you're doing. Just give 110%, man, because you'll habitually construct somebody who doesn't quit and who always gives 110% into everything they do, rather than when you half-ass shit, you're habitually constructing somebody who half-asses everything, man. Because one of the people I look up to and the person I follow a lot, he says, how we do anything is how we do everything. And it's so true, man. So if you half-ass everything, you're just going to half-ass everything in your life. You're going to feel like shit for it. If you put 110% and go the extra mile, man, you're going to feel good. You're going to get further. It's going to build that self-worth, man. He also says the work instills the worth, man. So put it 110%. Let's get after it. Alright, so I just got back from the store. I'm going to show you guys the foods I picked up, what I'm eating to currently drop weight, and the foods that help me hit my specific macros, and then we'll get into tip number 6. Alright, so I picked up some cottage cheese. I got a 12-pack of Sprite, that's not for me. I got some Jello, that's not for me. And then I got some egg whites. Go through those things like crazy. I got some muscle milk. Some protein bars. These are currently my favorites right now. I got some frozen strawberries. Chocolate rice cakes. Of course, the caffeine. Got a bunch of those. I got some bread. I do eat it from time to time. It's not really specifically for me, but I got it. I got some tuna. Gotta have the English muffins. We got some bananas. And then I got some quick little microwave dinners, man. Those things come in clutch. I got some eggs. And I got these packets of tuna salad right there. Hella good when you're in a rush. Put them on your sandwich. I got a bunch of Quest protein chips, different flavors. I got a case of water. And yeah, I think that's it, man. And all this will last me maybe a week and a half. But this is just the foods I'm eating, you know, besides a few things that aren't for me. And I spent like maybe 130 bucks, man. Lasts the whole week. Helps me lose weight, help me hit my numbers, man. So this is what works for me. Damn, it feels good to sit down, man. Been running around all day on little sleep. I think I slept like 4 hours. Tired as fuck. No days off, really, man. But I realized in the light, dude, when I was showing you guys the food, man, the line in my hair, she didn't do that good of a job, but it's all good, man. But anyways, on to tip number 6. So tip number 6, man, you gotta learn to be alone. You gotta really sit with yourself alone and discover who you are, what makes you tick, your flaws, your weaknesses, how you can improve them, your strengths, all that shit, man. And you have to be honest with yourself. You have to get in the mirror, man, reevaluate your whole life up until this point, and realize that the choices you've made are the reason you are where you are right now. Nobody else's fault. It's your fault, man. And you gotta fix it. You gotta look at where your time goes, look at where your money goes, and improve those areas, man. You really gotta learn yourself, and you gotta be honest. I like to read, open my mind that way. I read autobiographies of people who have overcame crazy circumstances. It gives me a way better perspective and makes me way more grateful for my life. And I realize that my problems really aren't that big because these guys, man, they've been through fucking hell and back. And I thought I've been through hell and back, man. So it gives you a whole different perspective. But you got to learn to be alone, man. Sit with yourself, discover who you are, and be honest, or you're never going to grow. It's called self-worth for a reason, man. You got to put in self-work, all right? So put in the work, man. Sit with yourself. Get shit done, man. So it looks like we got a little break in the rain. So I'm going to go grab the weighted vest, even though I'm tired as fuck, man. And go walk a couple miles. And then I'll give you guys the last tip I have for you for self-love and discovering self-worth, man. Let's get after it. So I'm out here with the weighted vest. About to hit these couple miles and give you guys my last tip. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit. So hopefully I can get through it all before it starts raining. But this one's big. It's going to tie everything full circle. So you guys are grinding, right? Putting in all this work, doing everything I tell you to do up until this point of the video. Well, how you talking to yourself, man? Because it's going to get hard. You're going to want to quit. You're going to want to give up. Are you telling yourself, oh man, this sucks. I don't want to do this shit. I can't do this shit. I'm gonna quit and go back to these old habits? Or are you telling yourself you're a fucking savage every chance you get and backing that shit up with massive action, letting the action solidify those thoughts? Because that's how you reshape your identity, and that's how you build self-worth. You got to put in self-work, man. So I hope that helped you guys, but that was my 7 tips on how to build self-worth and self-love. It's worked for me, so I hope it works for you guys. I'm about to finish up these 2 miles, go get Lila from school. Bella's going home with her friend, as always. But Lila's gonna have a play date with her friend. I'm gonna take him to a movie, drop Lila off at home after, and then go to class. Tonight I'm doing kickboxing. I can't make the jiu-jitsu time, but I gotta get it in, right? No excuses. But I thank you guys for watching the video. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Peace.